What's up guys, Rhino here and welcome to my latest FIFA 19 video. So recently guys, I've not really done that many kind of SBC videos and I was trying to think of which one to do. Obviously like EA have released a lot of new ones recently. Some of them are quite expensive and I'm kind of like toying in my mind whether to actually get them done or not. But I realised that a couple of the SBCs which I still haven't done, which I imagine a lot of you guys have probably done, but for those of you that haven't done it, these videos could be quite helpful. But I'm going to be doing videos for each of these advanced SBCs. So the one that we're going to start with today is going to be the hybrid leagues. I'll do like videos in the future for these two as well, the hybrid nations and the League of Nations hybrid. But really, I just felt like it's probably about time that I try to get these done because you can make a really good amount of money out of doing these guys. Like they're not overly expensive and you get some pretty solid pack rewards from these as well. So they're definitely worth doing. And to be honest, I probably should have done them a little bit earlier in the year when the player prices were a little bit higher. But you know, I'll take the money that I can get from them now anyway and put it towards my team, or possibly put it towards some of those other SBCs, which could be quite useful for me. So the first squad that you need, guys, is called Rare Fives. So you need at least, exactly 5 leagues, exactly 5. And also, you're only allowed a maximum of 3 players from the same league, though. But then, obviously, you know, you kind of get that when you've got exactly 5 leagues, so that's going to happen. You need to have at least 5 rare players. A minimum team rating of 68, so you don't need to go like all gold. You probably don't even need to go like all silver. You could probably just about get away with maybe like a whole silver and bronze team potentially. But as you can see, I've got a few gold players in here just because I have more gold players, and it just makes it a little bit easier to kind of get the chemistry link, stuff like that. Especially if you put a couple of gold players in, and it gives you a lot of room for maneuver with the rest of the players in terms of the rating. You do need at least 80 chemistry as well. Again, 80 is not going to be too difficult to get hold of. You could see it's being potentially problematic if you don't have that many strong links, like the green links in the team, because you do need 5 different leagues, so there's going to be a lot of dead links around. But as long as you get the green links, then you should be absolutely fine. And you can see, like with my squad here, guys, that it's red everywhere. There's so much red, but 1 or 2 green links just solves it. It's enough. You can see I've got well, sorry, you can't see actually. Let me just move my face. Right, that's my face moved out of the way. Apologies for that. I do tend to always kind of forget about that you need to see the chemistry and stuff. Obviously the reward is now hidden in the top left corner, but that doesn't really matter too much. That's just a jumbo gold pack for this one. But you can see now, guys, that I do have 93 chemistry and 74 team rating as well. So yeah, easily achieving both of those, like very, very comfortably. The players that I've gone for, well, I suppose probably the best thing to say first is not necessarily the players, but how I've gone for the links. So because you need 5 leagues, in order to get links, you're going to obviously have at least 2 players from the league. You need 2 players to link together. So straight away, if you're in 5 leagues and you've got 2 players from each league, that's going to be 10 players. It's literally 1 player left over. And obviously the sensible thing to do, well, actually, the thing you're going to have to do, actually, I suppose, because you do need exactly 5 leagues. You can't go for just like a random player then from a different league. You are obviously going to go for somebody. You're going to have 1 league that's got 3 players, basically, to put it as kind of simply as possible. And obviously, you want to try and link those players together because you want to try and like achieve the chemistry as easily as possible. So for me, I ended up going for the 2 centre-backs and the goalkeeper, which were the 3 players from the same league. And in this case, I've gone for Premier League, and also all the players are English. So they're not all from the same club. They're all different clubs, but because they're all the same nationality, it's getting green links, and that makes it fine. Then from there, really, it's just picking like the positions that link together. So I went for left mid and left back. I ended up going for 2 players that play for Augsburg in the Bundesliga. Different nationalities, but because the same club, it's fine. Then on the right, we've got 2 Spanish players from BBVA, so the right back and the right mid. And then the other areas, to be honest, like you can see, I've got a couple of bronze players in there at this top end of the pitch, as well as the goalkeeper, which are just random leagues. It doesn't even have to be the major leagues. I only went for a couple of the major leagues just to make it a little bit quicker and simpler for myself. But you can see I've gone for 2. They're actually the same club, I believe. I think they're perfect link, those 2 there. The 2 Swedish centre mids in the Swedish league, I'm pretty sure it is, yeah. And then just like 2 Chinese Super League players, not even a green link. You just soft link there. No like nationality link or club link, literally just because they're from the same league. But like I said, it easily smashes through that chemistry kind of requirement. And I've got at least 5 rare players, because I've got the goalkeeper who's rare, which is Jack Rose. Also, I've got Kappa at right back, who's rare. Then there's Staphylidis at left back, who's rare. There's Kyubi on the left midfield position, and also this Chinese centre mid, Ma Xingyu, who is also rare. And the other like non-rare players, obviously it doesn't matter if they are rare. It's only a minimum of 5 rare players. You could have all rare if you wanted to, but you want to try and do this as cheaply as possible. So we've got Lewis Dunk, Callum Chambers. The centre mids from Sweden are called Karlstrom and Sabovic. Then there's also Danny Rabah on right mid, and then up front is Alan Kardec as well. So pretty easy to complete, guys. This didn't really cost me a lot either. It was really cheap. Like, you can see all of these are first owner. Not sure if everybody in this particular squad's first owner. It looks like there might be. Yeah, all of that I had already. That has cost me 0 coins to get myself a jumbo gold pack. Not the greatest pack in the world, but it's essentially a 3B. You know, I wasn't going to do anything with those players that are in my club, so I just cleared them out of the way. Got myself a pack, which EA are probably going to try and load up, but it's probably going to take a while, because obviously I was showing you guys that I didn't really give any commands to the game. I don't know why they've actually brought in this thing where it takes you straight to the pack. I really don't like it. I'm one of those people, I like to open up all my packs at the end. I feel like it might possibly increase my luck a little bit. It just frustrates me having to, yeah, like keep going back and forth through that. But that was obviously really easy. Then the next one is 7 suspects. So this one, the reward is a jumbo premium gold pack. You need exactly 7 leagues, but you're only allowed a maximum of 3 players from the same league. This time you do need all gold pretty much, because you need like an overall rating of at least 78. And the chemistry is a little bit harder this time, guys. You need at least 85 chemistry. So I achieved the team rating with 78, and I got 87 chemistry as well. So that was pretty comfortable in that respect. Now, the way I went about it is I actually went for, again, I start from the back with the defence. So I had 2 Ukrainian centre-backs who play in the Greek league. So we've got Kakaridi and also Kriginski. And then in goal is literally just soft links, but it's Jose Sarr. He's Greek league, but he does play for a different club, and he is different nationality to those 2 centre-backs, but it works. Then, same kind of principle as like with the other team, guys. You literally just want to be going for players. Just try and get green links as and where you can, but with different leagues. So what I did is I put in the left mid Acuna and the centre back Conti, both Argentinian, in the Portuguese league, which just gets a little green link. But then obviously, because you need 7 leagues, you can't go completely like that. Like, you can't have all the team as green links, but you can get away with having like 1 or 2, because obviously it's exactly 7 leagues, not exactly 11. And then from there, because I had these 2 guys that were Argentinian, I just basically threw in like as many Argentinian players I had that were all from like different leagues to achieve that. So we've got Perotti on the left midfield position, or like left wing I should say, Diego Gonzalez, Jesus Datolo and Benedetto in there. They get a green link. They're both Argentinian league, but again, like I said, because you know it's exactly 7, it's not exactly 11 leagues, there is a little bit of room for manoeuvre with that. And then I basically just finished it off because I didn't actually have any Argentinian players on these right midfield positions. I just threw in random players really, but made sure they got a little bit of a link and that they were different leagues to what I'd already put in. So I had Suzaeta right wing, and I did buy Gerardo to go onto the right midfield position as well, which sorts out quite nicely. But I don't think I bought anybody else other than Gerardo. Yeah, that's Gerardo, and then they're all first owner, it looks like. Yeah, so 650 coins for Gerardo, and that is a jumbo premium gold pack, which is pretty easy to obtain. And they're trying to get me to open my pack again. Go away. Yeah, and then we're on to Prime 9, guys, which is where the packs start to get a little bit tastier. You know, we start to get some much bigger packs now, which is going to make the rewards by the end a lot more interesting. So this one, the reward is a Prime Gold Players Pack, which is quite fitting for the Prime 9 SBC. You need exactly 9 leagues. You're only allowed a maximum of 2 players from the same league, which would make sense. Rare players, this time you do need at least 5 rare players. You can see I've got a lot more than 5. You need at least a 79 team rating, which is, again, it means you're going to need gold, obviously. But, you know, like a couple of players with like of a decent rating. You can see I've got a couple of like 81s and 82s in there. You do need at least 99 chemistry, but it's going to be pretty easy to get 99 chemistry, guys, because if you're going to have at least, exactly 9 leagues, it means the only way you're going to get links is by having players from the same nationality. So the way to go about this, guys, literally just pick a nation and just build a whole nation team and make sure you get the different leagues. So in this case, I've gone for Brazil because Brazil is kind of like notoriously known as quite an easy country to do these sort of SBCs with. Like, they have a lot of Brazilians are spread out across the world. Like, they just play in all different leagues, so it's quite easy to get this kind of SBC done. Now, for me, I don't think I had many that were first owner. You've got the goalkeeper, Rafael, centre-back Felipe, Jardel, Vendel. Maybe I had a few, actually. It might have been only the last squad, which I struggled with. I thought I struggled with a lot of these, but Hulk was 1,500 coins that I picked up. Kennedy was 700. So it was actually only those 2 players that I bought. Like 2,200 coins for that. Adding like the 650 for the previous one, you're looking at about 3k to get 3 of the squads done, which is pretty good. I think it's only the last one which cost me a little bit extra, but yeah, really not too shabby there. It's literally just like full nationality. So you can see if I just flick across to this, we've got Portuguese League in goal, French League, Italian League, Portuguese League again. Like I said, you can have, because it's exactly 9 leagues, you can get 2 players, or 2 leagues, I suppose, where you have 2 players from 2 leagues. So you can see in the top right, I've got Chinese League as the striker and right mid, Portuguese League as the centre-back and goalkeeper. The rest of them are all completely different. Bundesliga at left-back, Greek League in centre mid, Saudi League in centre mid, Premier League left mid, Belgian League up front. All completely different, and that gets the job done, guys. You can get away with other leagues, other nationalities, I should say, like Argentinian might work. I know that Spanish probably works because I actually did Spanish for this next squad. So there are a few different options that you can go for, but Brazilian is quite an easy one. And the only reason I didn't go for Brazilian on this last one is because I'd obviously used all my players there. I just completely ran out. So yeah, it is just kind of doing what you can do. Maybe you guys might have like even more stat clubs than what I've got. Mine isn't like overly stat. I just have like a fairly kind of healthy number of players. And it does mean that these sort of things are kind of easy to do at first, but when you have a couple of squads that need doing it, there's then does become quite a bit more difficult to get them done. EA are insisting on me trying to open my packs right now, which I really don't want to do. We got the last squad. It is called Squad Goals, and this one you get a mega pack for completing. So exactly 11 leagues needed. So we're getting into this like situation again, guys, where you need a full nation team. You need at least 6 rare players, and that is what makes this one a little bit more problematic than it should be. They are insisting that you need exactly gold players, and you also need exactly 100 chemistry. So it's going to be, you got to be careful what you do here, guys. So there's not really any kind of like room for maneuver. I wouldn't imagine you could even put anybody that's of a different nationality. I think it would literally have to be all one nation. So as you can see, and like I said before, I've gone for Spanish on this one. The good thing is obviously like there's no rating, so you can literally just throw in any gold players. You don't have to worry about if you put in 75s or anything like that. Just get yourself the chemistry and get your league requirements. Now, like I said about the rare player thing making it difficult is that I actually completed this, and then suddenly I got to the end and I was like, I've only got like 1 rare player in the squad. And the difficulty is that then, because you need rare players, you then become quite limited as to what you can put in, because a lot of, like, for me in my case with the Spanish players, like a lot of Spanish players play in the Spanish league, so there aren't as many players that are going to play in different leagues to be able to get you to that league requirement. And obviously some of the players in like certain positions, there might be one position, say like for example right mid, every player is from a Spanish league except one. To make it a bit easier to do a squad, you're going to put that one player that's from a different league into that position so that it kind of frees up a different position. You're trying to make it as easy as possible for yourself, but if that one player that you need to put in isn't rare, then you see where it's going. It's making it a bit more difficult for the other positions. you're slowly limiting yourself. And the further and further you go down the positions, guys, and say you fill in like 4 or 5 players, and you're like, I ain't got many rare players here, and I've kind of been forced into this situation. It's when it suddenly becomes a little bit harder. And these players which I got in, I don't think that if you were to pick Spain, there aren't many other ways of doing it that are cheap. Obviously there's like centre backs. You could just throw in like Ramos and Piqué, but who would do that? Who'd be so stupid to do that? So to do it as cheaply and efficiently as possible, there aren't that many solutions. But so this is the team which I've done. You guys could do this if you wanted to, or you could go for a different country like Brazil, Argentina, something like that. Anything would kind of get the job done. But yeah, I've got 11 leagues. So I've got Portuguese League, Premier League, MLS, Serie A, French League, Greek League again, Mexican League. I've even got the Championship, like English 2, Chinese League, La Liga, and even the Polish League up top. I've got a bit of a variety there. The players which I've gone for are Iker Casillas, who was our first owner, Hector Bellerin, which cost me 1,000 coins, which takes the overall to up to like 4,000. Fontas was 650, so we're looking about probably like 4.5. Marcano from Serie A, which is taking a bit closer to maybe like 6k. Bernat from the French League, nearing kind of 7k. Jose Cañas probably does take it up to about 7k. Obviously Greek League. Edgar Mendes is the right midfielder, nearing the 8,000 coin mark, probably about 8,000 coins now that we factor in Bojan. Mario Suarez was first owner. Christian Taylor was 850. And Carlitos was 650. So we're looking at probably about 9.5k, maybe 10 at a push to complete the entirety of this SBC. Now, according to sites like Footbin, things like that, they say that it should probably cost you probably about 20-25k. Obviously, it can vary at different times in the year when price of certain players kind of like fluctuate up and down. But considering you get, look at this, like rare mega pack at the end as well, 55,000 coin pack. Factored in with the other packs we get as well, guys. 10k, 10,000 coins it's cost me to get hold of these packs. It's a phenomenal return, and there's possibilities here that we're going to get something big. So let's crack into these, see what we can do. Jumbo Gold Pack obviously doesn't start with a walkout there in this one. We don't even start with a board, but that was to be expected. That was easily the worst pack of the lot. We get Rugani, which an 82 rated isn't actually too bad from that. We can live with that. But there are certainly bigger and better things to come with these packs. And like I said, I'm going to be doing these for all 3 of these Advanced League SBCs. So there's going to be quite a high possibility that we're going to pack something monstrous out of all 3 of these. Obviously, in an ideal situation, I would like to kind of do like open all of the packs in one go, which would be some pack opening. But just for the purpose of these videos, obviously I'm doing them separately, because else the videos would get really long. I feel like this one's probably dragged on a little bit longer than I wanted to. I've started off a little bit slowly with this, so apologies for that. But if you have managed to stick with me to this point, I'm hoping that I can reward you with a pretty big pack pool that you're going to witness. But obviously we started off pretty slowly there. We've got 3 very, very big packs remaining, so there's a pretty decent chance of. Does that mean we've? Oh no, because it's a Champions League pack. So it is a board, it's Croatian, it's going to be Mandzukic, it is Mario Mandzukic, which isn't too bad, like an 84 rated card. We want to get something of a bit more value though. We're looking for a walkout, ideally. There's Decore, Andre Almeida, Bolly de Poitra, Ibaguen, and a few other non-res, which aren't too bad that we'll throw into the club. We'll just throw him onto the transfer list as well. Mega Pack and Rare Mega Pack. Now these are the really good ones for me, guys. These are the ones who get like the big possibility to get something huge. We don't get a walkout in this one, which is a little bit disappointing. We don't even get a board, which is tragic. We get Nkulu. Not even Joel Matip when it's a Cameroonian centre-back. I mean, come on. Pizarro, Arnold. We get Unai Emery as a manager. A couple more squad fitness cards, which is always nice. And yeah, just pretty much a very dead pack, that one. That was pretty tragic. They've not served us too well here, unfortunately. But we do end on a rare mega pack. Come on, deliver. No, it doesn't. No walkout. It is a board, which is always a bonus. It's Greek. It's going to be a Socrates. The amount of times I've packed this guy this year, that is just awful. I seem to pack him all the time. I don't know why. Marcano, we get back. We get another, well, like a former Arsenal centre-back, Gabriel Paulista. Collie Ramsala. We get Edgar Mendes back. We got so many 75 rated sellers, which is just absolutely dead. Jose Bordalas, a couple of contracts, good amount of squad fitness cards, which is always nice. And Idrissa Gueye as a duplicate as well. So we'll throw those duplicates into the transfer list. But that is it for this video, guys. Really, like you just saw, those packs are very, very affordable and easy to get your hands on. Hopefully you get some slightly better players than what I got. I mean, I literally managed to get Mario Mandzukic, and that is it. I mean, that was very, very unlucky and disappointing for me. But yeah, hopefully that video was quite useful for you guys, and hopefully you can kind of maybe use some of those solutions which I've shown to help you get those done if you haven't already. And yeah, if it was useful, then feel free to leave a like, comment, let me know what you think. Let me know what players you got as well. Let me know if you, you never know, you might get an icon. That is kind of the dream for me. I really want to get an icon from one of these SBCs one day. But yeah, if you want to see more of my FUT19 content and you want to be informed as to when the new videos come out for the other Advanced League SBCs, then you can subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. But that's it from me, guys. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you in the next one.